Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Just adjust this a little bit. I don't know when you got your last reading. Are you the last ones out that has waited forever? Or did you get a reading last week? I can't remember now. But I'm back though. And we're going to see what's going on for you. This is a reading for January, but it's going to extend into February for sure. 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. So we're starting with an overall energy here for Cancer, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper and figure out what is going on and how we can inspire and uplift. You're going to have plenty of time to figure out if this is your reading or not, to then decide if you want to come to the extension of this reading, which I will talk about at the end. There's two choices. It doesn't want to let go, but it doesn't want to come out. What is that? Friendship. So Cancer, that might just be a side note for one or two people. Is there a friendship that it doesn't sort of want to progress. It doesn't want to evolve into something new, but it also doesn't want to let go. Does that make any sense to anyone out there? Cancer. Battle of the Blues. Take steps for, I'm sorry. Take steps toward positive change. There's something that really has you down and out. There's something like resting your case, putting your sword down, putting communication down. You see this woman, she's laying in the creek and she's sort of given up, or she's resting, or she's like resting her case, like I rest my case. I'm not going to fight this. I'm not going to go forward with this. I'm not going to argue about this. I'm resting my case. I'm putting my sword down. There's no reason, or you don't find it interesting or good in any way to continue whatever this is. So we're going to go deeper into that immediately and see what that is about. Why is this here for Cancer, please? Why is this here for Cancer, please? There's something also about like the undercurrent wants to take you away, to carry you away. Like the undercurrent, like this swirling, the stream, there's something about something sweeping you away, or something perhaps is having a little bit of a hold on you. Okay, why is this here for Cancer? Top of my little fire there. So it really had these small little just for myself, I just light these little candles right next to me here. You don't see them. I don't think that the video ever has picked these up, and I don't think it's ever happened, but I got this card and it sort of just went, I'm not going to show you because I'm not going to start a fire, but it just went on top of this and it just stayed there, like laid on top of the fire. So something's burning you, or something has burned you, or something is like, or you're putting a lid on the fire, like you're taking out the fire. That's new beginnings. Like it's like you're ending the old, like I'm putting out the fire. I'm not going forward with this. I'm going to step into a new beginning here. Like I am done. I rest my case. I am done. I put down my sword. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not even going to communicate about it. I'm just laying here and I'm resting, and I'm moving forward. I'm stepping into a new beginning, to the point where you yourself are putting out the fire. You're not lighting the fire. You're not spewing like anything on there that could ignite the fire. You're putting it out. it can be for someone that you also have been burned. If you would have stayed there too long, if I would have had the card stay there on top of that candle, the card would have gotten burned soon, like in a bit. And so maybe that's what you feel as well, like it's time to get out of this thing or you will get burned. Take this in however that resonates for you, Cancer. Whatever's going on, like it can be to the, I mean, this person looks quite beat. Like this is really taking a toll on you. And whether that is like a really dramatic situation for you, Cancer, like on the end of really big drama, like big situation in terms of relationships or business or whatever, like if you would have stayed longer, this would have turned real ugly. Or if it's like towards the lighter end of this, it's like if it's like a situation where we're having all of this, like you're in a situation that you're growing tired of it. You can't see yourself stay there too long, like you're getting fatigued. This is just not the right place. And whether that's, again, business or relationships, if you stay too long, you're going to be burned, like you can burn out. So, and then you feel like emotionally where you're at on that scale, if it's like the lighter side of it or it's really heavy. I think it would have turned really heavy for all of you who stays too long in a situation that's just not conducive. It's just not helpful or inspiring to someone. I think most people get burned out because that's like your soul showing you this is not the place to be. Oh, I was getting another deck. That really spoke to me. So going deeper, why is this here for Cancer, please? Starting over, come full circle, time to move on, new beginnings, leaving the old world, the old experience behind you. Ooh. I can see why the deck was talking, because it's really talking. So, wow, you have some power numbers here, that's for sure. So first we only had 0. We had like come full circle. Then we have we have 8 of Gabriel, 8 of Ariel, and Ace of Michael. Like numerology wise, that is just phenomenal. So we're getting this first, 8 of Gabriel. That's complete freedom. This is my freedom card. This is like freedom in abundance. This is feeling like, I mean, whatever this is for you, at first glance, it feels emotional freedom. It can be financial, complete financial independence, complete emotional independence. It can be complete personal independence. It can be whatever. It's just a complete, this card is so much about like flying high with all the other birds. You being the falcon here, it feels like eagle or falcon. It's interesting because what I'm getting here is that you've grown, like you have these beautiful wings, like you've grown a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge through this process. Like we rarely go through something. I think it's the rare person that sort of goes through hardship. I know for a fact that they exist. But I think they're like 1% of the sum total of the whole world that doesn't want to learn or doesn't want to evolve once being put in a situation that sort of gives you an opportunity to grow so much. Like you can be in any type of situation that's really hard, and most people would become wiser from it, would grow from it, would evolve from it, right? And where was I going with that? All right, I see this as, okay, so you grow your wings, you grow your wisdom as you move forward and as you go through these things that sort of has it be a hard time or hardship. And at the end of the day, like I always say, like at the end of the day, we have to thank the douchebags. At the end of the day, we have to thank the hard moment or the hard times, because it's like it's those times that really makes us grow. and really makes us sort of ask ourselves, what do we want on this planet? And it's interesting because I see it's almost like a fracture. I see like a fractured wing. Like if we take an x-ray, if you were to go to the doctor and you were to take an x-ray on your wing or on your arm or whatever, well, you would find like you're fractured. I don't know if you necessarily are physically fractured or if this is like an emotional wound. I feel more drawn to the emotional wound because I feel like this is such an emotional freedom. Like it's such an emotional success, emotional gain here. You gain so much in your emotional body, your energy body and your emotional body. It's like you doubled in wisdom due to whatever situation that you're stepping away from, and you're coming into this complete freedom like feeling. And yes, there's a fracture on the wing, but that fracture is actually just sort of telling you where you came from. If this is literal for someone, that you have fractured an arm or fractured something, I would see that just as I know it might not seem like it or look as it or feel like it, but it's growth. And then with the 8 of Ariel and the Ace of Michael, this is like, I mean, I didn't even talk about 8 there, but like 8, that's like such power number. 8 is the power number in itself. 8 is all about strength and power and bringing heaven to earth, as above, so below. What you feel on the inside, you project on the outside. It's just all of that. Like when infinity, something goes on for infinity, which talks about endless opportunities. And we're sitting here with Ariel, which for me is all about manifestation and love. Like how you're manifesting love in your life now, how you're coming into higher power, higher strength, higher love. I don't know if I can call it higher love, but I can call it love. How you're stepping into love due to this situation. You're stepping into love. You're manifesting love. There's endless opportunities in love. There's just so much beauty here because of where you came from. And then together with the Ace, like the highest possible energy in any situation, the highest possible outcome. And this, I just feel with Michael here, Michael, which is all about, I feel like for my personal life, like when Michael is around, I feel a lot of, like I feel protected. I feel a lot of protection. And I don't know what's up with Michael, because Michael is the only one that's sort of, so I'm a very, like, I can do it myself. I don't need any help. I can do this myself. Like, making fun of myself here. And maybe that's the thing with you, Cancer. And I just find that when Michael enters, and I get to use words like protection, guardian, he has your back type of energy. He's the only energy that I sort of allow myself to feel, okay, I can use some help then. Okay, he can protect me through this situation. Other than that, I just want to talk about like my own personal power, how we don't need sort of any guardian, or we don't need any of that, because if we sort of just come into the light, we don't need that guardedness, right? And so, but there's something here with Michael about guarding you, protecting you, being by your side in this stage in your life, in this period of your life. And Ace is like, you aced it. Like, we've come so far. You have a different, completely different worldview. I mean, this is like stepping onto the new earth, stepping onto the new world, choosing a completely new reality for yourself. And it's a completely new, it's a change of perspective. And there's a frog. It's actually a frog or a toad sitting there on this cliff with you, that talks about, for me, the frog talks about finding happiness in the small, like God is in the details. I would say finding the joy in the details, finding, like, you don't have to overdo something to laugh your ass off. You can just find the little joy moments in everyday life, to sort of go look for them a little bit more. I also see a lot of healing with this toad or with this frog. There's a lot of healing that takes place. You have reached such a different level. Freedom, like you're up there. Like you're up there with the birds, you're up there amongst the clouds with a completely shifted worldview. You're better for it. You've expanded, like, I just want to use those words as evolved. You have evolved, Cancer. Wow. What else for Cancer in this situation, please? Finding new love. Like, okay, wow. So we're starting with this breathe and message in the bottle. So I just feel like there's something that you have breathed. You have breathed your way through it. You have sat in meditation. You have asked for answers. You have really reached out to your higher power. This message in a bottle. I think that you've been wanting answers for quite some time, and you've been waiting for quite some, like, this is a long time coming. Whatever situation that you've ended, whatever situation that you sort of got away from, and we're having this worldview changed. The message in the bottle there for me speaks about how you've been waiting for something, waiting for this change, waiting to hear an answer, to get an answer back, or waiting for someone to contact you, waiting for your moment, waiting for the right timing. And here it is. It's like, this is a long time coming. Cancer had to wait for this one. But here it is now. And I think that you found a lot through meditation, or you found, like, you know, when stuff gets really rough, or when stuff gets really heavy, or really like it creeps in on, like, in your day-to-day life, or it just, this one needs a clearing up or a cleaning out. We're sort of forced into meditation, right? It's like what we could normally benefit from, just to sit down and meditate every single day. Once we're forced into a situation to really start to take care of ourselves and start to really look at what's going on, because of the surroundings are so tough. And I just want to say, no matter how you got to this place, you have gotten more into meditation because of it. And that's a really, really beautiful thing. And then, even though things calm down, even though you're stepping into the most gorgeous part of your life so far, to continue to meditate, to continue to, or whatever this is, taking walks in nature, listen to music that just elevates your whole being, singing, painting, doing arts, like whatever that is for you that just elevates your spirit, to continue to do it on a day-to-day basis, even though it's not tough around you. That forces you in there, right? Then, through flexibility, this is interesting because as I'm doing this reading, I've just started the week with, I don't know if you found that, and you might not resonate with it, but I'm just on another channel, My True North, that I started recently. We're doing this breathe yourself back into alignment thing. It's a completely individual journey, so you can start it whenever you want. And we're only in the second week, which is the knees, which is all about being flexible. And here you get the flexible card. So it's very fitting for some of you guys out there who have already started this breathing yourself back into alignment, that we're just now fitting that in with our knees. So that is just beautiful. It's just so perfect. So this is about practicing being flexible. The whole knee chakra and being flexible is all about going with the flow, going where it feels ease and easy, and not be so rigid about, like, okay, so this is how it's going to be done, but if this is how it's going to be done doesn't work for you, to sort of start to just soften that a little bit and like, okay, I'm gonna follow whatever feels the most in the flow. And as you do, you're moving yourself into the milk and honey land. Like this is where the rainbow has a treasure at the end of it. This is where you get your dream. Because you breathed, can you say that? Your way there, and because you're flexible and start to like, okay, I'm gonna just start to listen. I'm gonna pay attention to my intuition. I'm gonna start to see where sort of spirit has me guided, rather than deciding what's gonna happen, and more leave it to timing and leave it to the flow of things. This is such a beautiful card to end on. I'm going to take that into the extension and pick it up where we left it off and just go deeper into the message. So if you feel like this is your reading, or you feel like you resonate with this sort of ignites you, it inspires you, you're so welcome to the extension. Long story short, I put 2 options to the extension in the description box. One is to continue to go to Vimeo, where I cut the price in half. I literally cut the price in half. You can't buy it anymore. But you can rent it for 48 hours for half of the cost that it's been before. Or you can go buy me a coffee on a donation site called Buy Me a Coffee. And the link there is, the link to both sites are down below. So thank you if not interested, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you back soon, Cancer. Take care.